Hello, friends. James Stevenson and a very animated Loki this morning. He is ready to eat his breakfast. Look at that face. Yeah, you want to eat. All right. So I'll go ahead and get him his breakfast, and I'll talk about a tweet from friend of the show and executive producer Bradford Ferguson on Volkswagen and what their plans are for EV pricing and probably production. But we'll get to that in a minute. Right now, I will get that barking dog his food. Okay, here you go, buddy. There's your breakfast. Good boy, Loki. Okay, we'll see if he'll eat. Some mornings he does, some mornings he doesn't. Let's move the Loki cam just in case he does. All right, there's Loki. You can keep an eye on him in the Loki cam while I share my desktop with you and show you this tweet from Bradford Ferguson. VW strategy is now hope Tesla is slow to expand production as it isn't going to compete on price. So he's retweeting Berlinergy, who is retweeting an article about Volkswagen CEO Oliver Blume, who doesn't want to react to the latest price cuts by competitor Tesla by offering discounts for its own EVs. Loki is fired up about this topic. VW will not engage in a price war with the American competitor, Bloom told the Frankfurter Allgemeine Sonntags. I'm sorry. I was doing so well for a minute there and then lost it. I don't speak German, so we know, James. We know you don't pronounce German words well. You just illustrated that. So what's this say? VW CEO Bloom renounces price war with competitor Tesla. News as of today, or yesterday. That's European style date formatting, 28th January 2023. Volkswagen CEO Oliver Blume does not want to react to the latest price cuts of competitor Tesla by offering discounts for its own electric vehicles. VW will not engage in a price war with the American competitor, Blume told the Frankfurter Allgemeine Sonntagszeitung. Best I can do. We have a clear pricing strategy and are focusing on reliability. We trust in the strength of our products and brands, Blume said. While Volkswagen wants to be a global leader in electric cars, he said this should be achieved through profitable growth. Aha! Aha! You've given away the game, sir. So for many years now, Volkswagen has been telling people in press releases, hey, we're going to make EVs. Hey, we're coming for the market. Hey, we're going to surpass Tesla by 2020 or by 2022 or, whatever their latest announcement is. And they keep not doing it. People give Elon Musk a lot of the business. They give Elon a hard time for being late. But you know what? Tesla is number one in EV sales globally. You can call them late if you want, but they're number one, right? Everybody else, Ford, GM, Volkswagen, others have been saying they're going to be number one, and they keep not being number one. Like, sometimes to ridiculous extremes, right? There was a quarter not that long ago when GM sold a total of 26 electric vehicles. I think it was Q4 of 2021. That's pretty terrible for somebody who has been claiming that they're going to be number one in electric vehicles. So, yeah. Did you catch what he said here? While Volkswagen wants to be a global leader in electric cars, which would mean unit volumes, he said this should be achieved through profitable growth. We're not going to sell more EVs if we're going to lose money on them, is what that means. So if they're already losing money on every EV they sell, they can't reduce the price to match Tesla's price reduction. So even if Model Ys are going for less than ID3s or ID4s, whichever one is the comparable one to Model Y, I don't I don't follow competitor EVs as closely as I follow Tesla EVs. If the Tesla is not only better but also more affordable now, who's going to buy the Volkswagen? People who are brand loyal? Extremely brand loyal? Anybody else? Like, most of the time, people who are trying to make a decision about how to spend their own money are going to make what they think is the best decision to get the best value for their money, right? So most people are going to look at a less expensive Tesla Model Y or a more expensive Volkswagen electric vehicle and decide on the Tesla. And what the CEO of Volkswagen is telling you here is he's fine with that. He's fine in losing unit volume because they're not making any profit on their EV anyway. that's what that says. Electric car pioneer Tesla had significantly lowered prices initially in China, Europe, and the USA in the face of tougher competition. Well, yeah, and also because they work their way through the backlog and then you reduce the price. That's a good strategic pricing strategy, is to raise prices to limit the backlog, and then once the backlog is gone, lower the price again. Amazing how many people don't follow the logic there. So I replied, if they're losing money at the current price, why would they lower it further and sell even more units at an even larger per unit loss? That's what would happen if they lowered their prices. If they're already making no money and they cut their prices $5,000, now they lose $5,000 per vehicle they sell, and they would sell more of them at that lower loss. So why would you do that? And probably you're cannibalizing an internal combustion engine sale of your other Volkswagen gas cars when you do that, right? So why would I encourage shoppers to trade out of a more profitable gasoline car to buy a less profitable EV? The core problem here is that they can't make EVs profitably. That's the problem they should be solving. Tesla has solved this problem already. Tesla has world-class operating margins and world-class gross margins selling electric vehicles, better than most companies have on their gasoline cars, because Tesla figured out how to make a really good product affordably. That's it. So everybody else needs to do the same thing Tesla has done already. They need to figure out, how do we make a really good, really compelling electric vehicle that we can sell for more than it costs us to build? That's the essence of the problem. And I know I've just made it sound like it's an easy problem to solve, and it is not an easy problem. It's an extremely difficult problem. But Tesla has solved it already. It is not an intractable problem. It's solvable if you dedicate focus and talent and time towards cracking the problem, and you're serious about making the investments you need to make to succeed. And Volkswagen will either do that or face even tougher competition in the future. And that is my video today. So with that, I guess I will move this camera back over again. Loki decided to stop barking and curl up. And I'll outro and say, if you've enjoyed today's video, click the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, why not go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to get alerted whenever I post fresh content. Thank you to anyone who supports me through either Patreon or by joining my YouTube channel, especially Kathy Kitchler and Halter Ferguson Financial, who joined at the executive producer tier. And I will see you at the next one.